So first question, you grew up in Brick City, right? Good. How it was?
See, I didn't actually grow up in Brick City. Brick City, that's 59th King Drive, Calumet. Brick City, that was a whole nother block called A-Hay at the time.
Okay.
I actually, when I jumped on the porch, me and my brother Damo, we was in the Calumet building on C2nd and Calumet.
Yeah.
So we grew up in that area.
Okay.
We graduated from the school on 63rd and Calumet.
You grew up together with your brother.
Yeah.
Okay. In an interview with 600 Blazy with Stashes, when you was locked up, he said Brick City was into it with everyone, including Brick City.
He said when I was locked up.
Yeah, he was locked up at this time.
I know that they had I know they had a little beef going on, but when it comes to that beef with Parkway and my block, that's something that I really never could really speak on, because before we went down there towards 59th Way, that's home to us. You know what I'm saying? It's just been always 600. You know what I'm saying? They're my peoples as well. So far as they beef that they had going on, I know some shit had transpired like in 09-10 with us and them, but it wasn't really none as like they mistaken identity with one of our peoples. We came down there, shit got heated, but it ain't go nowhere. Now, if I was what happened when I was locked up, I can't speak on that because I had no knowledge of it. I wasn't there when that transpired, but I do know when I came home from doing my 10 years, that was one of the first places I went to with not knowing what the fuck went on while I was in there.
Okay. Yeah, I seen today with my poster with Bobby from Jaro City. You didn't know she was dead, right?
Nah, nobody told me that.
No one told you that?
Yeah, and I had to check a nigga because he commented on some shit he don't even. I ain't disrespect Shorty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew her personally.
Okay.
She used to fuck with one of my peoples. She used to be on 600.
She was with Lil Boo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It was around your brother when he met 600, D-THANG.
Yeah.
Do you remember this year?
Yeah, that was 08, 09 ish type year, because we was staying on 59th Street. You know what I'm saying? We used to before we even started one with MOB.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, he made that in the crib, and it's a lot of people who names that people don't know that was there for that time, but just went on to do different shit as time went on. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to really be getting acknowledged and shit, but niggas don't get acknowledged.
This is really how Brick City became 600.
I mean, the thing with that, see, it's like, I mean, you know, it was supposed to happen like that because, you know, we got to keep folks' name, D-THANG name alive. You know, Lil Boo, you know, all the dead guys, but you know, them was the shorties, and when bro started that 600 movement, he was really, and it's just being real, this me telling my bro story, he was really branching himself off because he didn't like how shit was going amongst in the block.
Okay. You did around 10 years of prison?
Yeah, 10 years.
We probably it was hard, yeah. Can you tell us some moments where time was hard in prison and what you were thinking about
You
to
say
be better?
the things I did, like
Yeah.
how did I get through my time?
Yeah.
I mean, I read a lot while I was in jail. You know, knowledge books, self-help books, shit like that. You know, 10 years, that's a long time. You know, so that's a decade. So, you know, it fuck with your mental. The hard part was, you know, motherfuckers forgetting about you. You know who you are out there on the outside and the shit that you did for your peoples in your area. So for you to go in there and do that time, and you make you feel like that motherfuckers forgot about you or really ain't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? But they use that out of sight of mind shit. That's what they say. But I don't really go off that because I got motherfuckers that's in that and I'm still doing for that's been gone for years. So it's all about the people that you're dealing with. You gotta know your personnel, so you know not to put yourself out there for the same motherfuckers again. And I know I'll be making that mistake.
I've seen on your Instagram story every day, you try to send some positive message.
You talking about subliminal messages and shit?
On
Yeah,
your
I do it.
story.
Like Tupac, that's my favorite rapper. So when I see different quotes and they hit me, I just post that shit.
Yeah, that's a good. D-THANG was your brother. You all know
Yeah.
this. How you feel what he made section? He was right with that? You approved that or you?
Did I approve it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was on that gun line shit right behind him. 600 gun line, we
Yeah.
started that shit back to back. Like, we sat in the crib and thought of different names, you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
to come up with. And he 600, we started the gun line shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit was neck to neck. Far as it just, I ended up going to jail doing those 10 years. So a lot of motherfuckers ain't really hit the gun line name, like the 600 name, because I ended up going to jail.
Okay. You repeat 600 or
Yeah.
it was only Black City for you?
You say it was only when?
You repeat, yeah.
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 Because when 600 made, you was in prison like 1 year after.
Nah, yeah, it was like 2 years, 2 years
2
after.
years, okay.
See, look, I ended up going to jail in 2010, fucking around on 59th and Ada. So when I came back, everything was up and going. You know what I'm saying? That's when I met the Tay 600s, the Rondos, the Lil Steves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I came home in 2010. And so everything happened so fast in them snap of a finger. You know, Lil Bro get killed in September, right after his B-Day. I ended up going to jail in December for 10 years. So everything that transpired, like far as like with the rap shit, you know, the 600 name really taking off, I wasn't out there for all that shit.
Okay. Can you tell me some of your best childhood memories with your brother or your friends?
Well, I'm gonna say my best memories is when we was running around in the Calumet building and shit, because you know we were shorties then, so a lot of responsibility that we had now, as far as being in the streets, we didn't have then. And then I feel like if they kept our projects up, that a lot of people still be alive now, because we didn't have to play the streets. We played that building, that project building, so you ain't gotta do nothing to go too far. Like, they come through shooting, running the building. The police come running the building. When they knock them projects down, project people had to learn how to play streets and play blocks, which gave the outside people an advantage over who you been into it, because they already know how to play their blocks. They know they cuts. They know they streets. You know what I'm saying? We was used to a building.
Okay. When you was in prison, do you was thinking about becoming a rapper?
I mean, the crazy thing about the rap thing is, when I was a shorty,
Yeah,
I played with it a little bit. I just ain't take it serious, and I had gotten the streets heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was something that was always on the back burner to me. And then when I was in the streets heavy in the field, I always looked at it like, you know, I ain't no rapping ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a street nigga, and I'm not finna get on here and telling myself, and you know, like, I don't do all that goofy shit that niggas do with the dissing and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you ain't really in that shit, you ain't finna be putting your business about that. You know what I'm saying? About what you do. You just gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna do the back and forth shit.
Yeah, but because it's a lot of people who come back from prison who start music. Then
Yeah.
people...
I got some music shit going on. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be dropping some shit. I also wanna get into like the filming and shit. Whether if I'm behind the scene or in front of the camera, it's just that we all got our own story to tell. And from where we from, whether it's 600 O Block, and even with the niggas we into it with, it's a lot of fucking stories to tell. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell my story without mentioning them, and they can't tell theirs without mentioning us. You know what I'm saying? It's a way that we all could generate some real paper around this motherfucking heat.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Do you have some project besides the music?
Yeah, we